I want to start out this video saying my thoughts and prayers are with Damar Hamlin and his family, but we got to do better. The NFL, the media, and the fans have to do better. This response to this horrible incident was awful. Let's start with the media. First off, I think it was awful that ESPN would play the highlights over and over. I have watched other sporting events where major events has happened, NASCAR or F1. They don't show you what's happening for a reason because it's bad and ugly. He was not breathing for a little while, and they're showing the replays. The ambulance is on the field. You know it's bad. Stop showing the replays. But I will say I do give it out to the three analysts that had to sit there and talk for the hour that we were waiting for the game to be postponed. Those guys did a great job. I couldn't imagine doing that. I would refuse to sit there and talk about such an ugly situation. Props out to them to being able to stay professional and manage to maintain that and do that. But, not just them, but other figures of the media just do not understand their stance and the power that they have. Like Bart Scott saying that it was Tee Higgins' fault. That's a terrible stance. Tee Higgins couldn't do anything different. 99.9% of other times this play happens, nothing bad happens to anybody. It would just be a routine play. And I don't know why these guys feel like they have to blame him. Also, Skip Bayless with his crazy out there comments. I really hope that he's done. He's been losing his mind and talking about how the game matters and all this stuff. I get it. There's a lot of playoff implication in this game, but you cannot let that decide over somebody's life. And it was very poor taste and honestly dumb on Skip Bayless's part. And then from what I understand today, he doubled down on his Undisputed show. And Shannon Sharp didn't even decide to show up. I think that show's got to come to an end. Skip Bayless's career's got to come to an end. With that being said, fans are not in the clear either, as they have turned this into a bit of a political thing on top of other fans talking about how the game mattered. The game does not matter. Nothing mattered as he went down and he was getting CPR and all this stuff. I mean, I've been checking Twitter every day, or for like every 5 minutes, seeing if there's anything coming out about him being okay or any type of update by his family. Unfortunately, there hasn't been any at this point. This is the night after. But making it into your political views with the vaccine is an awful and unnecessary thing. If you want to bring this up 6 months down the line or something, or once he's healthy, then yeah, maybe go for it, whatever, who cares? But the day of and the day after is not okay. And we have to be better as a fan base. Now, I will say 99.9% of the fans handled this the way you should. I mean, I know his Toys Drive charity, which I'll have a link of that down in the description if you wanted to donate, has hit 5 million. It's absolutely amazing. But those ones that are turning these things the wrong way, I mean, I work with a guy who said that he wished he died. I'm like, I'm so glad he didn't say it to my face, because he would have been in a water. I don't know how I couldn't control myself. It would have been very ugly. But yeah, you just can't respond in that way. And unfortunately, things like TikTok and Twitter and YouTube even has given the ability for these people to act that way. And I just hope that those fans wake up and realize that they can't think in that matter. And last off, the NFL. They have to do better. There needs to be a policy. There needs to be something to speed this up. You know, I understand. I saw some people saying that they wanted to, let the ambulance get out before all the fans leave. If you've ever been to an NFL game, every door has security guards, and most stadiums have gates. So close the gates. Don't let the fans out till the player gets out of there and gets to the hospital and the help he needs. Announce the end of the game. And from what I understand, something I've seen a few of decent sources say, that the NFL didn't call the game. Zach Taylor, Sean Dermott, and the teams, or the players, called the game, and the NFL was going to let them play. I mean, you heard after they finally got the ambulance off the field, they're like, oh, 5 minutes to warm up. That can't be your thought process. This is a multi-billion-dollar company, and you're telling me there's no protocol for this? And like, with the game after the fact, and it doesn't matter. To be honest, it doesn't matter what they evidently decide to do with the results of said game. If they want to make both teams forfeit, or they want to make it a draw, or make the game doesn't exist, or give them both wins, I don't care. It doesn't matter. But there needs to be protocol in this, because all sports are dangerous, and you gotta use your brain. Because let's be honest here, there was no need for those 3 announcers to be sitting online talking about this. There was no need for us, the fans, watching and seeing the field. That stuff did not need to happen, and the NFL needs to come up with a protocol. And all sports do, because this could happen in any of them. I mean, it's happened in NASCAR, F1, IndyCar. Those are motorsports now. Football, baseball, it's gonna probably happen at some point. Football, hockey. I mean, people have slit their throats in hockey through the thing. So these leagues need protocol if something like this happens, because it shouldn't be unprecedented. It should be expected and planned and thought out. Now, I will say I do think that they have great healthcare employees who were there, because they were able to bring him back to life and give him a fighting chance to still live. But a lot of what the NFL did was very poor and very poor judgment, just like the fans and the media. And I think everybody really just needs to sit back and do a better job at handling these situations, because your reaction can't be what some of these have been. And especially media in the NFL, you guys are in a high-powered situation. A lot of eyes on you. There's people tweeting, and I get a couple thousand people viewing it. But you guys have the biggest eyes, and we have to get better at this, because we can't just let these things happen and create what they have become. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope Damar Hamlin gets healthy, recovers from this, and is playing football again. The poor kid deserves every opportunity, and I hope he can recover. I'm checking Twitter every 5 minutes hoping. But if you guys enjoyed, thanks for watching.